5 races down, 5 races to go. Hello everybody and welcome to the Richmond Raceway here in Richmond, Virginia for this, the 6th race in this 10 race campaign. And there's 31 drivers here today at this D-shaped oval for this 12 lap race around this .75 asphalt track. It's going to be a very fun one today, and as said previously, there's 31 drivers here today, slightly downsizing the field from the first few races. But nonetheless, it should be a very fun one today, as we are very close to that last charge to get in the Final Four at Martinsville before we go to Phoenix, and it should be a very fun one to watch. But starting about fun ones to watch, let's talk about Kyle Larson. He's starting on the pole today, and he's right outside the championship battle, looking for a good finish today to put himself further up. And then Kyle Busch, exact opposite. The Kyles are the exact opposite, as he's having a terrible season outside the top 20 in points. And well, he's looking to turn that around. But Chase Elliott, he's starting 6th today, and he is first in points by quite a margin over Alex Bowman, trying to seal his way into the championship for today. Well, let's take a look at your starting lineup for today. Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, row 1. Then Martin Truex Jr. and William Byron are in row 2. Then Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, row 3. And Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, row 4. Then Kevin Harvick, Alex Bowman, row 5, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, row 6. Then Christopher Bell, Kurt Busch, row 7, and Eric Jones and Eric Almirola, row 8. Then Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace make up row 9, then Tyler Reddick, AJ Allmendinger in row 10. Then Chris Buescher, Ryan Newman, row 11, and Austin Dillon and Matt Benedetto in row 12. Then we have Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Anthony Alfredo, Ryan Preece, Corey LaJoie, and Michael McDowell, Cole Custer, and Daniel Suarez rounding out your field. Anyhow, your drivers, well, they're going to take off as they get the command to start their engines for a very fun race. It's going to be 12 laps a day around this D-shaped oval, as said previously, is a .75 mile track, and those drivers will be leading them to green. It's going to be Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin on the outside, and yeah. So it should be a very fun one. The fans are ready, and coming out to turn number 4, here comes Kyle Larson leading the pack, and the base car is going to dive into pit road, and Kyle Larson leads us to green here at Richmond. Now side by side diving into the first corner, here comes Denny Hamlin trying to battle back on the outside lane. Will it work? Oh, Larson almost cleared him from out of the corner there, but Hamlin's still on the charge, trying to get that first position, but there goes Kyle Larson in the first position. Now comes his JGR teammate, Martin Truex Jr. battling for the outside position, trying to get to the outside to clear him. The outside lane that's where all the moves seem to be making right now, but Hamlin now on the outside lane trying to clear him, but Truex, big run off the corner, that's Denny Hamlin. Let's see the rest of the field going by on your screen, but now Denny Hamlin, big run off the corner. Here comes William Byron taking him 3 wide down the front stretch. Now as they dive in turns 1, he's going to lock up the brakes, hit a Truex, Hamlin, Elliott involved too, and a massive incident as Keselowski nearly piled in at the end. Everyone scrambling to avoid, and a massive incident here on lap 5, I believe. What an incident indeed. You can see the pace car comes out immediately, and looks like Brad Keselowski just stumbled into that. He will be fine. He's keeping out pit road, but the rest of the field, well, those 3 of those drivers are people who were in the Champ 4. What's going to happen to them? Here's a replay. They were just threw out in the corner and just locked up the brakes. Oh! Hard into Truex, who went hard into Hamlin, and I'm not sure quite how Elliott got involved there, but Keselowski barely stopped in time to avoid that. And you see there, here's slow motion. They both just piled into Denny Hamlin at the same time. Looks like Chase Elliott just barely went spinning there at the back, and then you can see Keselowski barely stopping in time. But William Byron just locked up those brakes there, and there was nothing he could do about it. And bam, and the force both them went there, and a hard hit for Byron coming back on the inside wall there. But it's really a miracle that no one else was involved, as that's right taking up most of the racetrack. But here's it for the final time in full speed. You can see he just locks up the brakes, and huge incident. But those 4 drivers, they'll be in the garage. But Brad Keselowski, I believe he will rejoin the field, as you can see them all in the garage. But now, Keselowski is back in the field, but now the rest of the field is ready to go back green. It's going to be Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, and then behind them, Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick. But coming out of turns number 4, the fans, well, they're ready to watch it. And coming out of turn number 4, the pace car is going to dive into the pits, and Kyle Larson leads us back green here at Richmond. Now, side by side, good job from Ryan Blaney trying to hang on the outside lane. It looks like Kyle Busch will clear him there. Now it's Kyle Busch to the inside lane of Ryan Blaney. Now, side by side as they head to turns 3 and 4. Now, oh, big run, Ryan Blaney trying to clear. Here comes Kurt Busch sinking behind. He's going to battle his brother Kyle. Now, Ryan Blaney the outside lane of Kyle Larson there. Now, side by side, heading out the corner, trying to get a run off. That's Ryan Blaney. Good run off there. Trying to close the gap between him and Larson. Oh, big hit. That's Eric Almirola. Hard hit in the outside wall. Massive incident. Bring out your second caution of the day. Let's take a look at that. Holy cow. Hard into that inside wall. And those, the safety crew is going to come out immediately there. As that Smithfield, Chevrolet. Just, let's see what happened. Oh, looks like Chris Buescher thought Eric Almirola was clear of him, tried to came down, cutting in behind him. But instead, he just cut right into the back bumper of Eric Almirola, sending him spinning and hard hitting the outside, into the inside wall, excuse me. But yeah, here's a look at it one more time. Yeah, just nothing much to say there, just a mistake on both parts. Almirola kind of came down, Chris Buescher kind of came up. But he'll be in the garage, and the fans, well, they're ready to go back green. It's going to be Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson in the front. Kurt Busch and Kyle Busch, the two brothers, trying to be party poopers. But coming out of turns before, Ryan Blaney is back green here at Richmond. Good start by Kyle Larson. Oh, Kurt Busch tried to take him 3 wide there. Didn't quite. But now Larson still hanging on the outside lane. Gets a good run off. Question is, will Blaney be able to clear him? With Larson battling back big on the outside lane. Tries to get a run off the corner, but that car does not quite work as good as that 12 Mustang of Ryan Blaney. But he's still going to hang on through turns 1 and 2. Kurt Busch now sinking behind him as Ryan Blaney going to take that first position. As Kurt Busch trying to... Oh, there he goes, the inside lane. Oh, big hit, Matt Benedetto, Eric Jones, and Chase Briscoe. A 3-car incident in turns 3 and 4. And what an incident it was. I just saw Benedetto go soaring into that wall. Looks like Eric Jones even got in the air a bit there. Let's take a look at what happened with these 3 drivers. And that's about mid-pack action. And here you go, they're in the very top of your screen there. Oh, just clipped the apron. And Matt Benedetto with a hard hit. Looks like Eric Jones did, in fact, get into the air. I'm not quite sure how that happened. But looks like, oh, Chase Briscoe just clipped the apron and went hard into Matt Benedetto, which made Matt Benedetto go hard into the wall. And a very big instant indeed for all 3 of those drivers. You can see Jones get in the air for a second there. And, wow. Big hits all around. But they will be okay and sent to the garage. But that means it's overtime here at Richmond Raceway. And coming out of turns 3, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch. Oh, they're ready. The fans are ready. And Ryan Blaney leads us to green here in overtime. Kyle Busch battling outside. Here comes Kurt Busch, taking him 3 wide in turns 1. Kyle Busch trying to sink behind, and yes, he will. Now Kurt Busch, Ryan Blaney battling for the first position. Coming into turns 3 and 4. Here comes Kurt Busch battle with the main position. White flags in the air. Now Kurt Busch trying to clear Ryan Blaney in turns 1 and 2, and that he will. Now in the backstretch, Ryan Blaney lunges to the inside, to the outside, blocked. Now dives it in the corner. It's not going to be enough. And coming out of turns number 4, Kurt Busch will win here at Richmond Raceway. And what a finish it was indeed. Here's a look back at it. This is from the overtime start. Right there, dives the inside of them right at the start and got there immediately. Kyle Busch fell back there. And then they battled for the next lap until right there. Kurt Busch cleared him, coming down the back straightaway. And you can see Blaney trying everything he can. Even dived it into the corner there, but it was not enough to stop that train of Kurt Busch. Kept himself in a good position all day and was able to capitalize for it at the end. And there he goes. He's going to take a burnout here in front of these Richmond, Virginia fans for a very good race indeed. But after that very enthralling race, let's take a look at your results for today. Obviously, it's going to be Kurt Busch on top, then Ryan Blaney, then two Kyles, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, and Kevin Harvick with his first ever top 5 in the Moneylion Cup Series. As you can see the rest of the field there in the top 20. Here's your second graphic. You can see 24th on back. All of those drivers wrecked out. 8 cars in total. And you can see Hamlin, Elliott, Byron, Truex, Almirola. Very big competitors indeed from that first position. Now here are your point standings. Alex Bowman leapfrog Chase Elliott and now has a 25-point lead on him. But Larson and Byron are tied for the final get-in spot. And well, yeah, that's going to be a fun battle to watch. But here in the back, you can see Joey Logano still in 23rd. A dreadful season for him, trying to make a comeback in these latter races, but it's not going to be enough. But thank you guys very much for watching. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, all that jazz. And the next race will be at Nashville. So thank you guys very much for watching. Goodbye.